Oh, I love Trump lovers who say there's evidence of voter fraud.
Now, one of those cases involved a woman who died in 2017. The I-Team's David Charles looking into that. And David, you talked to this woman's husband.
Kirk Hartle's wife, Rosemary, who passed away 3 years ago. She is one of two cases of somebody who died on Clark County's voter rolls. They were sent a mail-in ballot, and that ballot was returned. The question now is, though, who voted for her?
It was disbelief. It made no sense to me.
Kirk Hartle said he was surprised when he found out his wife, who died in 2017, had sent in a mail-in ballot.
I was surprised because she passed away 3 years ago. I was surprised to even get that.
Rosemary Hartle died at 52 from breast cancer. Her name is still on Clark County's voter rolls, and since everyone in those rolls got a ballot, one was sent to Rosemary. But Kirk says a ballot never got to his house.
That is pretty sickening to me, to be honest with you.
According to ballot tracks, the mail-in ballot was sent October 9th and returned the day before Election Day. Clark County officials say Rosemary's signature is a match to what's on their records. Registrar for Elections Joe Gloria says any illegal activity will be flagged. Now Keith Hartle wonders who took advantage of his grief, adding he's surprised his wife received a ballot at all.
It certainly brings up a lot of discomfort. There's a pretty exhaustive process that you go through when someone passes.
And in a second case, a man who...
In the days after the presidential election, the Trump campaign and Republicans in the great state of Nevada and our friends at the Fox News Channel, they were very, very, very excited about what they said was one clear-cut, absolutely indisputable, terrible case of documented voter fraud. You may say that voter fraud wasn't proven. Well, in this case, it was definitely proven. They relentlessly hyped the case of a single ballot that was cast in the name of a woman who definitely could not have cast that ballot legally herself because she sadly had died in 2017. Clark County, Nevada issued a mail ballot in her name, this deceased woman's name. They mailed that ballot to her home address. Voting records then showed that that ballot had been filled out and returned and counted in the election. How could that be? She died in 2017. Her husband said he never saw any ballot. No ballot for her ever arrived at their house. So this must be a clear case of voter fraud. Somebody stole that woman's ballot and voted in that woman's name. The Nevada Republican Party frequently, repeatedly promoted this video of the husband speaking with the local CBS station.
It was disbelief. It made no sense to me. But it lent some credence to the what you've been hearing in the media and about these possibilities, and now it makes me wonder how pervasive is this?
How pervasive is this? He was shocked to find out that a ballot had been cast in his late wife's name. Couldn't believe it. It made no sense. But it sure does make you think, right? All these claims you've been hearing about all this voter fraud, it must be true. Here's a proven case. If there's this one proven case, there must be tons of it. Well, today that man, the husband, pled guilty in court to felony voter fraud because he now admits, after all that he was actually the one who cast his late wife's ballot. The poster boy for voter fraud who was so shocked that this could have happened. Kirk Hartle was sentenced to a year's probation and a $2,000 fine. Here was the judge at his hearing today.
Ultimately, this seems to be, to me, a cheap political stunt that kind of backfired and showed that our voting system actually works because you were ultimately caught.
Why is it that when voting fraud is caught, it always seems to be a Trump lover using their dead wife or mother? Hey, Trump lovers, only voting fraud 2020 is from your side so far. Can you show us the mass voter fraud, you dumb fucks?